Welcome to Factorio Modded. This is SpaceX K2. I am decentralizing. It's my theme. I was thinking about doing immersite cave, maybe another resource hominite. I was doing some junker logic last time. My old ships online, and it worked out quite well. I think they're going again. I might even turn semis and asteroids back on. I turned them off because it's just a nuisance at this point in the game. Like it's a drag. I don't mind like things dying, like that I can replace remotely easily, but replacing like the space scaffold that's too much, and they changed it so that gets destroyed now. So, but I turned it off ready for their migration to 0.6. I figured I'd need to get my base up and going before I actually migrate. You know, all the settings. And it's one of the few things I left modified. So we've got I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't even use that. But we turn CMEs off, and we still got meters. It does take a long time to do anything. So everything else is default. I mean, I could turn that back on. I don't think that matters. Yeah. I get my chat up. So I was going to start doing immersite because it stacks to 100 for the powder, but the core's only stacked to 20, so it's 5 times denser. But it's kind of a lie because when you do from this to this, so you only use 12 cores to make 21 immersite, and you use 20 immersite. It's going to make like, well, slightly less actually. Maybe it's like 1 to 1 actually. I thought it was worse than that. Okay, it's not so bad. That's almost 2 to 1 though. So I guess I'll be carrying like 40 powder from 20 core, and I got to carry all the rest of the shit as well. And that's what I was humming and hawing about, because if I start carrying powder, so that's 40 out of the 100 stack ways. I have to then take stone and core fragments and the other stacks, so it's still gonna be 3 stacks instead of 1 stack. Actually, no, it's 4 stacks. No, it's 3 stacks instead of 1 stack. No, hang on, it's 4 because you got the powder, you got the sand as well as stone. So it's 4 stacks instead of 1 stack. So at the minimum, even if they're 20 per stack, it's 80 container space versus 100 if it was just 5 stacks of core. So I guess you're saving 20%, but it doesn't really work like that way. That's just the one iteration of that. Once you crush a lot, you kind of stack the stone and sand on top of each other. So it's not so bad. The only downside I thought was actually bringing productivity modules. So I started, I think the spaceship carries it. It was going to carry it. I've got this logic here. And I add this pulverizer and pod mod. And beacon 2 and speed 6. The idea was I was going to bring this set up to this planet on its normal trip. This is the it hasn't even been plugged in. Wow. Not gonna work, really? Oh, it's not on queue. Oh, it's not been set up at all, is it? No. No, not even set up. It's too late now. Yeah, and the other project I was thinking about doing is the long-term project is I got two of them. I've got the shieldless victory ship, which I can't do until I switch back to physical projectile damage. But I wanted to get these other productivity gains first because I figured that productivity was holding me up actually. I've been trying to buff energy science 4, but that's actually limited on hominite. Hang on, what's going on here? Where are these barrels supposed to go? This thing's not been working for ages then. Well, it has, but not belt-wise. This belt I thought used to plug into this, and this one's got a whole bunch of shit in here. Okay, that's a bit dumb. We should have spliced into this other belt a while ago, but we haven't done it. Doesn't really matter, but you know, I feel like, you know, I should, like, you know, have some things being nice. A bit faster. My poor bots, you know, I'm trying to save my bots' lives. Bot lives matters. They get killed endlessly in this mod. We're down to 1,000 bots. It's not much, but we don't use many, I guess. It's my advanced neurogel. I got heaps of that actually. Wow. Holy moly. That's awesome. I like untangling this, but I kind of like the tangle, so we'll keep an eye on these ships though, and I gotta keep an eye on the junkers as well, make sure they're working. Where's this guy? What's wrong with this one? Request chest is in the way. Where's it at? It's at Nauvis, really? But 31 dock. Not gonna dock now? Really? These are these are 56, so that's up here. I thought it was docking up here. It must not be. It's docking here, but it reckons there's a request chest from over here is in the way. I'm gonna move this back a few tiles. It seems to be a bit poked out. I don't know why it's like that, but so look. Oh yeah, because we pushed it out an extra tile. Look at that. So we got those in the way, and that's in the way. So that's a ship design problem. I'll fix that right now. I'm just gonna pull this into here. How do I disable the docking though? Shit, we lose some wires here. Oh, we just lost those tiles. Oops. I don't know what else I lost. Did that connect into there? I don't think so. I think it's just those two wires. Go check the other junker to make sure we didn't lose anything else. Go into the same ship, you know what's gone wrong. This one actually only plugs in to the back of the speedometer. Why would it plug into that? It's a weird thing. This one's got green wires to this. Oh, I thought I needed to red wire that. It's supposed to be junking whatever's at those like remote locations. It's only a green wire. I thought I red wired that to make it work. I'm very confused. So this one's red wire and green wire on both. But I turned there's no green wire from here to here. Maybe I can add that green wire in. And that red wire is just going to this, which goes to the belts and the chest. So it's another way to get into the same thing. I actually don't need the two connections. Okay. So it's got no antimatter right now, so that's why it's not launching, but I think as far as the ammo goes, this has got 810. Really? That sounds off. Request 400 there. I don't do 402 chests. Are you shitting me? No, I don't. Wait. Ah, it's left. 405 and 590. That one's okay. And we're going off to Finestra, so it's the next on the list. We got 2 items to drop off to. And the other one, where are you going, I think? This is supposed to go back home. I don't think this should be out in the wilds. Get some water. Yeah, so I think my decentralized quest is working. I think not processing the cores in every planet is a good idea. I mean the primary core. Just do the secondary. Just ship the stone and core back home. Seems to go good. So we've got lots of cores though we still ship. And we've got lots of I mean, the stuff here is not very effective though. It's we're actually not getting enough cores, and we're actually too efficient on these cores. We're actually processing them too fast. Whereas this one up here is not even processing cores; it's just processing normal ores from a mining operation, which will run out eventually. And what are these bots doing? Oh, that's storing shit. We've got 600 bots in that chest. That's a bit awkward. How many bots we got? 6,000 bots, 100 logi bots. Only one core miner going 31 a second. I mean, I could go get another core mine. I could go get more vitamin. There's patches everywhere. And they're big. I mean, the nearest core's like here though. That's kind of. There's one there though. That one I was actually built out to. I just didn't set the railway line up. That's worth getting a second one. I was trying to get my first T-junction. I've never done real train signals. I spent so much time playing SpaceX. Never got into doing like blueprints of train things. I kind of know how they go though. I mean, this is sort of how they go, like this. But oh, it's not working, is it? That turns down deeper. That's me being bad. This turn here should have been going longer. Well, I guess I could have done it longer. I don't know how they do it then. Like here to here. Maybe it's have bigger spacing. I mean, it's supposed to have that spacing. Maybe it's because I've done the spacing too close, so I can't turn. Can't remember what the actual train lines do. It's something like that. I mean, these trains are pretty happy going back and forwards, but I think I got the wrong spacer. I don't have a rail book. I think a normal train junction is something like this. You do like a minimum turn. Then you go to a second minimum turn. Of course, that one doesn't reach, does it? That looks awful. Actually, maybe that one's supposed to turn there, and that one's supposed to turn there. Yeah. It's all sorts of awkward. No, that's not right either. I'm gonna have to go get a book. I don't know what you're supposed to do for it, really. A poor little train line. It works quite well. It's kind of like a singular train, this one. It's not really a fancy train line. It's all the coal mining productivity. I mean, the problem is actually you got all this core that is sitting in these chests that should already be getting put in here first, right? Like, we could output priority left, I guess. Guarantee we send it that way first. That's not how it works, though. Got the chewed up ship. Is she filled up? There actually heaps of ore here left still. Let me check Nauvis out. I think it's happy. I mean, this thing's got cores in it still. These all jammed up. Now, the fact we've got core fragments floating around, 207,000 core fragments, that's not good. We're accumulating core fragments because like these things here aren't getting into production. So what I need to do is actually send this. I mean, maybe the stone's okay. I think stone is not never too much. Yeah, stone's never a problem. So what we can do is do a core fragment filter and send that to the train rather than exporting to the grid. How many capsules I got? 231. That's not too bad. It'd be nice to not send all the cores off as well. We better bet belting them. I think I'm belting them straight down. And then to the west, that will be fine. Gotta go through here, maybe across here and then down. We'll see. Alright, so first things first. Oh no, it's just core fragments. Now we can't really go through there. We don't really want to. I want to go closer to this. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Here's some purple belts. Here we go. Unload them into here. And I guess we side load from here, right? Then we can long tunnel that one. Not quite. What's wrong with the game? Not letting me move. But freezing up. There we go. So that's direct feed of cores into that. Now I probably want to balance into these two. We could use 2 blues. A bit cheaper. Might be too expensive doing this. I could balance it as well so it loads the train faster. So it is balanced technically when it arrives. We get our belt logic afterwards. This is not. Why have we got a power pole there? That's so dumb. Speak of a train full of crap. We're gonna a train full of crap that arrived. Now I gotta add logic to these belts, otherwise they're gonna be funky. So yeah, because then it might load funny. Yeah. All right. And I mean, we could go what? We could go backwards and forwards. Is this other one working? I have my doubts. Oh, here it is. Took a while to get building going. This thing shouldn't have any cores coming in. It does, but I mean, it's should probably move this down a few tiles as well so that we can. I'll put the stone and wood to another chest. So this is not a purple chest. It should be a steel chest. Because it's not. It's gonna steal the occasional core still. So we have to delete some of this. That will do. Then we can change that to that. And we can now purple chest just the wood and just the stone. It takes a little bit for the bots to do their thing. We're looking good. Still just to go. Alright, wood and stone. Hallelujah. We could always output priority right wood and stone to that as well. Though, but then no, that'd be dumb. Well, maybe that's better actually. Do we stone that? I don't know. Why do the stone? I thought I took stone on the spaceship. I sent stone through there. Maybe you're okay. It looks like it's okay. It's okay though. So, all right, that's good. It's all the extra. All the calls will go to this train line. I need to balance this train line because what's going to happen is I'm going to end up on this one end here. So the logic on these should be if that's going to load the front end, isn't it? And it's going to be stuck. There's not an activity anyway, so it will load the back end. Now the whole 256, and each one is 20. So say I want 2 rows, that's 400. So a neighborhood of this green is greater than 400. Now do the other way around, where if this is greater than 400, we go back the other way. It's not the worst balancer. I do have a proper balancer, but well, is that right? Alright, it should balance, should do its semi-balancing now. Now why isn't that moving the rest of it? Disabled. Oh, green's the individual one, doesn't it? It's per stack size. Yeah. I have to a red signal then if I wanted to maybe 400 each is not too bad actually. I think the train wagon. Actually, no, that's actually a whole train wagon in a bit, isn't it? So, we'll just pretend it's actually. We'll just do red. Alright, this should be a bit better. I've got a bit of wood in there. I don't know if that was a good idea. Where's that wood gonna end up? Who knows? It should be fine though. To the stack, should be good. Yep, it's not fully filled up. And away he goes. Okay, so that's good. So don't use the bot so much for the core fragments from this. Now what I could do is add a request for core fragments, so we put them into the train, but the problem is we do that, it will then suck them from other end of the base. Or compete with them. Though, I guess over time the core fragments that are floating around will get taken by the requester chests. this number going up? No, it's definitely going down. Okay, we were right. Okay, that works out good. We could have moved the wood over here as well, and then belted the wood the rest of the distance. And then add a filter in for the wood here. And this belt this wood. Even the wood just goes like, you know, here or something, and then it's robots the rest of the way to here. Or we just move this, but this is kind of based on access to copper, not access to wood. When you look at this, it is equal wood and copper wires, but actually it's 3 times less than the copper because of the productivity. So wood's the main actual logistics, so this should be by the wood source, not the copper source. Plus we could be moving copper ingots instead of copper plates, but I haven't switched my production over to moving that for bot savings. But you could do that as well. That would be nice for my bots. I mean, you'll know how your bots are doing based on the death rate. Oh, there's 168 a minute. That's a bit. There's 200 currently. A huge cycle on it though. Oh, thanks for the subscription. I'm this guy. How's it going? Yeah, long time Factorio player or long time lurker. Just lurking before bed. Oh, nice. Right around on most everyone's Factorio streams. Oh, okay, cool. Do you play a lot of Factorio yourself though? It's a great game. Teaches you like programming concepts. I'm a serial starter. Oh, okay. a perfectionist then. I want things to be perfect. I think I'm the opposite. I'm a serial like failure. I'll do things the worst way possible and fudge it. And I'll slowly get better, but as soon as it feels like it's about, you know, 50% good, I'll be like, okay, now I'm gonna stop playing. So I'm probably the opposite. I'm a serial quitter based on refinements or something. I mean, eventually you'll know so much about it that you just won't have to, right? I mean, just don't do ECK2 if you're gonna do SpaceX. That's what I can recommend. It's just gonna make it more difficult and take longer. I'd even recommend doing peaceful mode because the biters actually don't add anything at all. I mean, in normal Factorio, the biters are a way to slow your progress down, but in SpaceX, they literally are just a nuisance. They just waste your time. You have to waste time to dealing with them, and then it costs you UPS in the process. And even if we do peaceful, the pyramids, the biters are still aggressive. So if you want to do the secret victory, you still have to deal with the biters like a normal person. So that's actually fair because it's actually a challenge in doing those pyramids. Like those biters are actually really tough inside this small space. But yeah, normal biters, yeah. Leave that to normal Factorio, I think. I mean, I've done my fair share of Death World and Rampant Biters and stuff, and I've done enough challenge. I feel I've done enough hard work. I mean, this thing could beam down power, couldn't it? So I turned on the elevator beam down power. It only beamed down 3 gigawatts though. I'm confused about that. So it prefers to use my energy beaming rather than the elevator. Hey Ole. Oh, Herland. How's it going? You got a new icon. What's this icon? GLHF pledge. Cool. I'm trying to like slowly decentralize my empire. It's a bit of work though. It's a work in progress. Ah, it's the wrong ship. Going good? How's it going here? Well, yeah, I'm just having it's a Friday evening. I've had a long week at work and I feel like a relaxing stream in Factorio and see who turns up for chats. So I think Friday evening streaming is probably my go-to these days. I really look forward to it. It's fun. Hey, Andy Gaming. Happy days. How's it going? What's the thing we want to look for? Junker, that's right, Junker. Okay, it's stuck. Why is it stuck? Hankorus, no launch. Not sure. Andy is fine, lol. Ah, I hope you get an excellent stream a weekend. It sounds like you deserved it. Hands raised, clap, clap. Sounds good, man. I think I'll have to be like begging you for attention in a few months, Ole. You're gonna be like so successful. Like I'll be like, Ole, remember me? Remember that little raider I used to raid you with? And I'll be like, Ole, you're doing too many squats. You're getting too strong. Something like that, you know. The squat master. Yeah. Oh, look, we're not taking this junk. We've got this junk here we're supposed to take home, but well, that's a bit dumb. There we go. Problem solved. Imagine the leg's gonna be huge. You'd be like Arnie. You'd be Arnie and you'd be like creating Terminator Ole. Terminator Ole is gonna be like a robot. Gonna be strong and huge. Yeah, big Ole. That's right. I got my bots. That'll keep me happy. Get to the chopper. Is that a chopper sound? The copper chopper. Get to the chopper. Okay, looks like we filled up on junk. I actually thought they weren't listening to me, but they actually did take all the junk. So they're actually stuck trying to go home. There's only one tick box. So this signal here is not fired. The ammo signal. So it says we got 800 rounds and 570 rounds. I think that's a lie. I think that's a total lie. We don't have that much ammo. Really? I don't think so. Maybe we're reading it from outside the spaceship. Ah, we are. I'm stupid. That's the problem. I'm stupid. Oh, I know. I know why. Okay. So, the spaceship's supposed to check, hey, have you got ammo? And like, they're like, nah, we don't have ammo. Okay. We'll drop the ammo off. And then like, okay, you got the ammo? Yep. Alright, you can go now. But I said, no, I'm going to read all the signals and say, no. We're going to read it twice. And we're going to say got twice the ammo because we got the ammo on the spaceship. And we got the ammo on these cannons. Wow, there are some circuits here. Oh, look at that face. You got that. Oh, that's a good emote you've done, man. Wow, it's so high def. How do you get so high def for like 112 characters? That's so high def. That's like hacks. It's such a high def emote. Wow. I'm really impressed. So fixed my iridium problem last night to a point where it's a problem again. It's so fixed. It's fixed forever. It's fixed. It's fixed like it's like your male cat who's been fixed at the hospital, and you're like, male cat, you're not gonna have fun times. You're gonna sit around and eat food, and that's your life now. You've been fixed. We won't give you any more erudite. There's no erudite for you, buddy. There's no pile drivers. There's nothing. You're done. You're eating food. We're gonna feed you, and you're gonna eat it. Oh, you've been fixed. My 4 rockets just sitting there waiting to go to space. Oh wow. That's a lot. Alright, I have to disconnect this green wire, I believe. That is a failure there. It should magically be okay now. No, it's not. Okay, it's a different problem. Maybe there is actually too much ammo on board. Maybe I did do it wrong. So it says that 1700 meter defenses here. And I've got... Hey, where's the other defenses? I don't see the other defenses. What? It's not showing the other ones. Meter defense installation ammo. I'm setting up heavy bearings today. Oh man, heavy bearings. They are crazy. I mean, they cost a lot. I mean, I'll show you my heavy bearings. You need a lot of resources for these heavy bearings. This is heavy bearings, man. Eight plates. That's like a whole ingot per bearing. Ingot to bearing. I can't even say bearing. I've had a few drinks. Ingot to bearing. But I got 2400 there, so that's alright. You maybe I should be shipping the ingots to orbit, not plates. I don't like the stack size though. 40 is pretty good. I mean, what's ingot stack size? I don't even know. I see that stack size. Here it is, 20. Okay, so that's like 200 plates, and that's 40 plates. So I could be shipping ingots to orbit, I guess. That would be better. Yeah, this is my erudite processing here. It's just those two things. And I got the same on. I got a little one on another planet too. It does delivery cannons. You know those cannons. This is jammed up too. So we got too much erudite, which is a great problem to have. Hey, why have we got these barrels? Why I got barrels? Why I got 117,000 empty barrels? Huh. I'm gonna lurk a bit while I get some work done. Alright, cool, Ole. Thanks for coming in, man. Enjoy your work. Or hardly work. Work. I mean, working's quite hard. I find it difficult these days to work. Junker. We're going to junker. We're going to fix this junker up. Oh, this one's stuck too. So just trying to dock. I think they're going to the same place. Junker. Junker. This hankorus? It is hankorus. They're both going to the same place. Anyway, we're trying to resolve why the ship won't leave. And I've realized that I need better logic. I can't even get this red signal. It's only internal for the tick box. And this red doesn't go anywhere, does it? Is this for this? Okay, how are these connected up then? Oh, they connected up via the anchor. So they correctly request items to take. It says about too many immediate defenses to take home. Why have we got 417 pylon substations here? That's crazy. Must have a lot of junk here. Hey, Mucklet! It's the PogChamp! Mucklet, the PogChamp! The train Chad! Chad! Yeah, stuff like that, you know. Pogs around. Pogs around. Okay, so I need a bit of logic on sending the ship home. Because it's not going to unload the ammo here. I mean, I can request more. I can request this to be 400. That would slowly get them all right. So it's going to go around in circles, isn't it? I know it already. Oh look, it left. How goes the decentralization? Yes. I'm trying to be clever, you know. I'm trying to get my old, I call them my junkers. I'm trying to get them going. The idea of the junker is it goes to all my star orbits and picks up junk and drops off defense for the orbit because you need to defend from meteorites and stuff. It needs to drop off ammo. But I think the logic was a bit broken, so every place to go to I've got to fix the logic each time so it actually reads it correctly. And in latest logic, I'm adding a red wire to these chests for reading. I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know. But we're trying to get this thing working, so these ships, the junkers, can go safely around to all the star orbits. Now it's going back to Nauvis, it's run out of junking stuff to do. So I can actually turn on normal stuff again. But the other thing we're working on is the Tulip processing for vita melange. And that seems to be working out quite well. What's the set dish on the ship for? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll show you. Hey, Missy Jade. This set dish is for telling it to change direction. So it reads this repair signal, right? And it goes through this signal here. So this green to green is this a way of ordering all the requests into an ID request list or something. So it'll go to every single star orbit one by one until it's dropped off all of the ammo for every location. And that's based on this array I built at Nauvis orbit that has every star orbit. And I'll show you that. So this is the array of every star orbit. All these here are reading for ammo, meter defense ammo for defending the orbit. And they output the signal of the star ID, and then they get sent through to the same signal repair. This world is from June 2020, so 2 years and 4 months. So you could have like an 18-month-year-old baby by the time you've got to here. But I take a long time to play. I'm a bit slow. It has been updated though. It's currently in 0.6, so it was started in 0.3. So it's all the current stuff. Everything's functioning as though it was the most recent version, but the save game started a long time ago. So what's happened is I got a lot of legacy infrastructure that doesn't do anything. And so you get a lot of trash that, well, it doesn't, it looks, it's a bit spaghetti, but it doesn't do anything. So it's, I mean, I'm not going to diagnose what doesn't work anymore. I just fix what I need to fix. And if it doesn't work, it sort of sits around and stays not working. I mean, I could go to the effort of fixing it for real, you know, like making a whole new base every time, or staying a whole game every time. But yeah, I'll show you some of the Star Orbits, Mike. We've got like, you know, it's like capitalist here, right? It's got these, this is the, it sends the channel ID is the ID of the location. And basically it's just sending like a signal that we've got no ammo, and that's it. And it's got enough power to, well, there's actually a secret ending gate as well. That is the secret ending gates, and this is a normal energy beam. Look, it's powering Sneck. There's your old buddy, old pal Sneck. This is my erudite world, funny enough, but it's not your erudite world, but it's my erudite world. We love Sneck, eh? I mean, I look how much. Look at the core fragments sitting here. We've got 155,000 core fragments here on Sneck. We're actually flooded on core fragments now. We got too much erudite, and that's the footprint. That's it. We got 4 core miners, 5 core miners. I might get rid of the radars. Actually, I don't need a bigger footprint. I got mining prod 17 now, so it makes a big difference. I mean, when I was struggling, I had like mining prod 9, and it was awful. Like, I had to get 2 erudite worlds, and the small world was like no good. And I might even delete like the small world now because the productivity is so good. So this one core is, you know, it's only 7.9, but I got 5 of them, so you know that's like 40 cores a second, which is pretty good. Oh, thanks for the follow, Missy Jade. I mean, I'm using, I don't really have much production going on, but this is like quite a far trip as well, so the spaceship doesn't actually haul enough, I suspect. I mean, I did buff the ship. We did buff the. I was gonna process on this planet though. I just haven't done it yet, so this is on my to-do list. Because I know that in the future in 0.7, and I will probably carry the save game on until forever. Because I just love this mod too much. It's like the, I don't know, it's like the perfect little brain fart, I guess. I don't know. This is an erudite core ship. It doesn't really hold much, to be honest. Got 18,000 cores, right? But that's the local star system one. Whereas we've got the global one that goes outside the star system. I think it holds a lot more. We've got this one, the Risen. And I gave this one like more cargo capacity. But I haven't retrofitted it fully. I mean, I could, I mean, this rocket's waiting to drop down to Nauvis, but you know, we've got no erudite needs right now. We actually got nothing at all needing it. Like Nauvis has actually got 115,000 erudite plates, so it's just jammed up doing nothing. I mean, we were struggling. We were struggling like 100 hours ago. That's what productivity does, I guess. I was actually gonna fix this one. I was thinking about turning this process to crushed immersite off world, because that's a K2 thing, and you can stack 100 immersite powder in a stack. But I think it's a pretty good candidate for decentralizing. Oh, this one's waiting. Why was we not using enough resources? I don't know why my resource usage is so low. Energy science is busted, I think, because we got no holmium plates. So maybe my holmium cores are no good. Oh, it's up here. Where is it? This dude. Why isn't he dropping down? We got waiting for available landing pad, so we got a whole. Oh, he's dropping now. So. Yeah, we just don't have enough stuff. Have you played Pynodons? No, I have not played Pynodons. I'm waiting for the Pynodons to be like friendly to play. I think that mod's a hostile mod. I think I'd like lose my mind playing that mod. I don't think it's very friendly. But maybe it's more friendly than it looks like. That's not very friendly to me though. Oh, we've actually maxed out on Tron gas. That just toxiled me into doing 10x pies. Oh no, Mike, you can't do that. Your computer will be like catching on fire, and you'd be like so angry. I mean, no one wants angry Mike. I mean, sure, if you want to waste like 2 years of your life. Angry Mike is focused Mike. Oh, okay, fair enough. That works for you. I mean, when I think of pie, I think of like me making this spaceship. I'm like, this is what I thought spaceships were about in Factorio Space exploration. And I'm like, pie is like, this is pie. The beta makes pie significantly easier than it used to be. The beta? What's the beta? That sounds great. I actually seen this spaceship somewhere. I actually seen it on a... No, there's no messy locations. There is a Emachania. Wait, a Jide. Is there a Jide location? DI? Zhangwen or Stijo? There's no mics, eh? M-I-A. I actually named 2 spaceships after you, Mike Lapp. Mike, you've got a, you got 2 spaceships. You got the train guy, and you got the infinite tech card. I think I showed you the train guy. I was showing this when I was doing the design. This thing here, I was playing around with it. It doesn't do anything. I was just having fun with designs. But the infinite tech card is actually really good. This ship's like my favorite ships. It's really complicated. This was my victory ship for 0.5 when I did it for chat plays. Pynodon's alternative energy. Oh, okay. Sounds quite different. Is it good? Is it fun though? Is it a fun mod? Wow, I got so much ore. This is my solution, Mike, to processing off-world. This is my solution. It's like the worst solution. We literally have 5 item types. And I should have stone in here as well, but I've left it. I think we actually leave the stone on the planet and use it for processing into the spice. But maybe it's going to go up over time. I can't tell. I'll probably have to rate calculate that. We do mine stone here though. Have a look. What's this looking like? Stone is a negative. Okay, so there's no need to export stone. We need to eat that. Personally, I still like to process most of that locally. I try to always go for the best stack size to export. Yeah, I do want to, I'd like to be able, I tried to start doing this, like you would do, like doing all the resource types. And I was going to try stack size it. So I was going to have to like add train fluid tanks to my spaceship, but for some reason they wouldn't pump onto the spaceship. So I was going to pump these 300 to the spaceship, but it just didn't work. And I was like, why isn't it working on the spaceship? I couldn't figure it out. I tried like logics on it, like conditions and stuff, but it still wouldn't pump. Wouldn't connect to the train. I was really disappointed. And the other thing is I was going to have to process all this stuff here into ingots. And I was like, well, I could do that. That's not too bad. But I haven't done that yet. Yeah, the fluids work better on the train ships than normal ones. But for some reason when I did it on the new ship, it wasn't working. And I don't know what I did wrong. I've done something wrong, I think. But so I disabled processing cores on the planet. And decided these are only prod 3s anyway. I probably just bring them back home and do prod 8s. Because that's probably more productive. And now I just don't even use the cores because I don't need them. I turn them into matter. But I do want to get more of the spice off-world. Can we get we even did a train setup for it, but didn't work out so well. I was trying to do my first train thing. I never done train propers. I thought this would work, but I think I calculated wrong on my guess. I think the number of tiles is wrong. I think it's supposed to be like up here. Like that or something. I got no blueprint books. Maybe there? I don't know. I don't think it's going to join up. But that works. That one there. Yeah, so maybe it was one tile off on the height. Maybe it's supposed to be 2 tiles, tracks in between, not 1 tile. That'd work for a turning junction. Then I'm gonna redo that, but that's, I mean, I can leave that as being shit. It's only, it turns into a one-way track anyway. Because it's only got 2 trains going to pick up cores. I was going to add a second core processor because I'm actually using all the spice. Use more than I thought I would. Hang on, what? Oh. This one's going to go into this, isn't it? Oh, hang on. Oh, is that going to be funky too? It is, isn't it? Go down here. There we go. Trains. Such a train noob. I think that'll work. Oh, hang on. We don't need don't do that. Kind of want to keep that railway line here. This one's okay. Just these ones here gotta be eaten. And that one is very fine too, but currently it's there. Wish we could leave it. We could just leave that one. It's kind of harmless, but later on we'll do this one. Be a few months before I think I'd dip into pies anyway. Yeah, I think your current run is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, considering you're over 400 hours in. It's a pretty intense run though. Does it even turn there? Oh, it does. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think I should add the train signals. So, train in, train out. It's all the ore processing I had to keep redoing. Yeah, you did. I mean, you got your little spidertrons remotely doing stuff all the time as well, and you got such huge footprints on these planets. Like they're absolutely monster. Not small footprints. Where's the train? Wow, this is a long way. Out here or something. We'll stop. Why is it bendy? What? That's not what I wanted. Oh, there's a lake in the way. Ah, landfill. How much landfill gonna need? None. You got that cool mod that does a train landfill thing, eh? That works out really well. I'm not sure that the signal distance. Yeah, you just like run over a lake. You're like, yeah, whatever, lake. What are you talking about, lake? I ain't respecting you, lake. Maybe line up with this. Here we go. And then we just do that. Oh, why is it an angle? It's gonna have angle, isn't it? Oh, fine. Really, it's not even in sync. Oh, whatever. Go to one less than it then. This is me trying to get a rail grid. Here we go. We got something. There's no thinking to core frags on lakes. Took a while to get that to that point. Yeah, you're very efficient. Very efficient. Like the fact that you only just start doing Factorio, but you just got the brain from programming. Got that look for the optimal solution all the time. Alright, is that the end of my... Oh no, we're good. We've got row ports out to here anyway, so... Oh, that needs row ports. See, I still rely on row ports rather than spidertrons. So every planet that's important to me has its own mall, so I can build anything at once. I like choices. Not sure about this intersection. I don't think it really matters too much. We don't have high density traffic. Mike, optimal solution. We've been the last few streams, Maholic. There's nothing optimal about what he does. Well, as far as trains goes, he's very optimal for trains. And I can't do trains. But for me, I think for Mike, it's just a challenge for Mike, right? He can definitely do it, you know, actually optimal, but you know, he doesn't want to play it easy. He doesn't want an easy game. The Mike lock. It's very true, the Mike lock. It's a very legit strategy, I think. Alright, is that gonna work? I would have to like... That's not gonna work. Oh, I could go to the row port. That one definitely not gonna work. A little loop-de-loop. And that one... Well, that one can work. Oh, it's got a power pole on the way, but... I think it'll be okay. When trains lock up, you're just buffering resources for later. Kappa face. It's all intentional, I swear. Well, I mean, the way I look at it is that, yeah, you're doing some really complicated train logics. Like, really complicated train logics. Not even basic, nothing basic about it. Amazing, any of it works. Now, where's the screen on this? Is it blue? Blue, I think. I'll go that way. And we're just gonna have to hook it in. How do we get both out? I don't even know. It's gonna be a bit wonky, I think. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Gonna be shorter, like a little bit shorter, please. Really, I gotta do that. That looks awful. Well, if it works, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, but why aren't they building their core miner? There's the common stuff that seems to work fine, and the simple stuff always breaks. Huh. Oh, it's out of alignment. How about that? I thought it was funky. I don't know why that was out of alignment though. Seems strange. I think we need 2 power poles here, but that's fine. Man, that's awful. But it should work. Because we don't have any trains. Just figured out my heavy bearing build. Oh yeah. Bearings, eh? Man, this is the worst planet ever. I should abandon this planet and get to a better one. It's such a huge vitaminized world. And I have no idea where the biters are. Or if there are biters. I mean, I think there are biters way down here. My pollution doesn't go that far. Alright, we're mining. What's the rate? 8.2, so we're getting... Went from 31 a second. Now we're doing 44 a second. Well, I think it's a good buff. Going 1 to 2. We've got the Maribozu or whatever. I don't know what the actual name was. Marozeki or... whatever the balancer is that Mike told me about. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll go copy that. Thank you very much. Alright, where are those trains? In there. Cool, it's a nice straight line. Oh, the train's coming. Madzuri, that's the one, the Madzuri. I got this little 1-2 train, man. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, look, it works. My shit train line works. How about that? We got my 1-2 train getting fed cores. Might need a second one, but that's fine. We can add more. We've got room to add trains to this. I mean, it does hook in, I think. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's right. Goes down. It should be there though. That's on the way. Not that it matters too much. We might better actually keep the 2 trains happy. Is there any like rate calculator for travel time and trains? Like, can you rate calculate a train? So, I mean, how do I know how long it's going to take to move this minute ore? I guess that's why I like belts so much, because it's just, you can do that. Why would you do that? Well, then you know exactly how many trains you need. It's like how many belts you need. You know, rate calculate belts. Is you don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's optimal that way. You can't rate calculate trains. Always more trains. Oh, okay, okay. Well, here's a train then. I'm just gotta find a home for it. Maybe like way back in the base. Now, I know normal people have like a safe train place to insert new trains. They're like a little dockyard thing. But I just place them down and I hope the train doesn't turn up. And it's pasting them down. Like that. That's a safe one though. Sometimes it like arrives when your train's inside the same block and it literally destroys the train when it's getting built. And I find that quite funny. But there we go, 3 trains. I think that's fine. 3 trains will be fine for the full processing. We just gave it some more for this. Yeah, after the first 2 times that happened to me, I decided no more. Yeah, so I don't know whereabouts you put the loading station. I'm guessing I put one like here or something. Did like this sort of thing here. Just have a little. I'll put it near where storage and fuel is. I prefer for my bot to not have to go far. Got into the habit of not having a huge robot network on every planet. Oh, fair enough. You like your bots. You respect the bots. Here we go. That's my train builder. I mean, the actual fuel's down here somewhere, but that's fine. Yeah, UPS definitely a premium. My UPS is way better than it used to be. I hate to think if I load this save game up now on my old computer, what the UPS would be. I don't even want to find out. I was thinking to turn my old computer into like a like when I'm working during the day doing video editing or something, having that going. But I just haven't bothered setting it up. So it just does nothing now. Just sits and collects dust. That wasn't right. What's wrong with this? This signal here is no good. I think it's supposed to be for the one going down, but it kind of balls it up. Move it to there instead. Oh, yeah, I'm wondering why I have 50th now at this point. Now, your UPS is really good. Like, really good for your computer. See, mine's my game update is 16.5, so I can't really do much about that. My UPS is just endlessly getting killed by this map generator, I believe. But it doesn't look like it's big. Like, it spikes like 14 here on the entities on the map generator. I'm wondering if that pushes through some latency. I know the SpaceX mod itself here is huge. Yeah, I didn't realize spaceship was just land getting created and deleted, and everything on it's a copy. It's like recreating all the items. The old chunk life, eh? Chunk it up. There's not even using all this cores. I might even disable setting cores through here. I'm taking them back because the whole idea of that is until we get enough spice, I'll take a bit of everything. The problem is we've actually got 94,000 spice here and we're not taking it home because we're taking all this other shit. Actually, we don't have enough bots. We've got 300 logic bots. I keep taking them out of service as well. I'll do 500 then. I still feel like rewriting it to make it more EC compatible sometimes. Oh. You don't even, I don't think you need the resource map markers. And it's not a bad thing to be searching on the map yourself. I mean, I don't have resource map markers. I actually kind of like browsing over what's a good resource. I like visually looking. I mean, the only resource that's annoying is when you have like a terrain color that matches the resource type, and that's where you want the resource mod, right? So if you were to rewrite it, you do it with it just looks for the terrain type being similar color, and doing it in those tiles. But otherwise, you can see it anyway. I mean, like the oil is like stupid hard to see, and so is mineral water. But mostly the patches are kind of uniform density anyway. Like these patches are all the same kind of density. There's different shaped patches, right? Like this one here, it's 50 million, but it is much bigger than this 18 million patch, so it kind of makes sense. And when I started this mod, the resource types was actually, I think they were part based on the normal Factorio settings. So I've got totally different resources available than a normal run would have. I started fresh, and I was gonna play more of it, but it was stressing me out too much. So I took a little break for a couple of days. I was like designing, I was trying to power level to requester chests and see how fast I can get to requester chests, because once I get to them, I can pretty much put down a mall in space and paste down all of the space sites straight away, and then go collect the resources, do minimum delivery cannons per resource, and power through all the science techs really quickly, because you don't need much extra resource to get the techs. We got rush to elevators and spaceships, and then deep space science. I think the deep space science part you can't rush. It's sort of, you got a lot of I guess travel distance, and the Naquitite's like kind of slow no matter what you do. You need good productivity, so that's a huge resource sink, which means you can't really speed run that part. But I was just kind of trying to, I'd like to be able to finish SpaceX in under 100 hours. This sort of, I thought it'd be a good goal. Because like I took 340 or whatever hours to do it. Why's that going so slow? Should have the beacons. These got beacons. Yeah, but I call it a slow run because I ain't doing it in one setting, and I definitely use blueprints everywhere. Oh, speaking of blueprints, I was going to import some blueprints from who was it? Computer Addict. He did some blueprints. What's this one? I'll import this one and see what it is. What is that? I think it's a rocket launch signal. Oh yeah. I don't know what any of that does, but I have to ask what that does. There's another blueprint I was gonna grab too. Whose was it? Oh yeah, Curious Clown. Oh, it's, oh no. I thought I won with the Alright, try this one. Import this one. What's this do? Well, this looks kind of cool. Put that down. We'll see what it does. It's for the, I think it's for the multi-mall. There was a generic rocket though, I can't see where it is in my chats. That was my blueprint channel, but maybe it's been pushed out a few. Nah, nothing new. Where is it? Where's the Factorio? Damn, I need it. I wanted to see what it did. I have to ask computer edit for it again. Yeah, speedrun. I reckon the speedrun will be fun. Okay, what's this do? So, requests a whole bunch of iron plates and single engines. An A-B signal. What is all this complicated logic for? Do it. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I could fire it up now and show you where I'm up to. Hang on, let's do a save. This is where I'm up to in my current play. It's 7 hours 20. But